Hello, sweet friends. Let's do an energy check-in today. I'm going to start with our scripture cards today. Let's see what we have as a scripture card. He gives power to the faint, and to those that have no might, he increases strength. Isaiah 40:29. He gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases their strength. So are you feeling faint or powerless at this time over something? As a nation, we also might feel powerless and that we have no might, but we are due, if we call upon the Lord, for an increase in power and an increase in strength to deal with those feelings at this time. All things, this is the next one I just pulled. All things, whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive. Matthew 21:22. So if you ask for that power, when you are faint, you will receive it. And when you ask for the strength, your strength will be increased when you ask for it. And I'll hold those both up so you can see those nicely. Okay. So we will start with those two cards and an assumption that we have a feeling of being faint to some degree, of feeling low on power. So this is our Celestial Tarot. We'll just do a few cards of this and see what we can learn about feeling faint and feeling low on strength. Feeling like you don't have the power to make it, no might to do the things that require of you to have that strength and might. Let's see, what's our first card in the Celestial Tarot that can tell us something about this weakness that we're feeling. Okay, we have the Star. Card number 17 reduces down to an 8, and that is a need for balance, and we have a hope for something here, a hope and a dream for something occurring here that we just feel like we're to the end of our rope of strength of attaining whatever that is. I'm going to put this here so we can have their cards standing up there. So there's some sort of hope or dream that we have that we're just losing, feeling that, we have the strength to get there. Let's see, what do we have here with the Three of Swords? There's already been some damage occur to your heart. There's already been some damage occur to relationships because of not having achieved this, because of not being able to get to where you want to get. You've suffered, like your heart has suffered. Your relationships with people have suffered, and you're feeling very alone, which is a part of that powerlessness. It's a part of the weakness, is feeling very alone because you've suffered greatly because of what you have not been able to accomplish, and likely by no fault of your own. Sometimes the things that we are to accomplish, we find that they're not very easy in the particular era or the time frame that we've been born in, and sometimes things just don't work out. I mean, did people that were born into a time of war and men that were called out with the draft, well, they didn't get to accomplish what they wanted to in life, right? So sometimes it doesn't work out that we are able to do that. And that often causes us great distress within our hearts. And it may also cause damage to our relationships. We have an Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is moving right on along. That it's rolling well. That's exactly, it's just a rolling right on along thing. That you've been going at great speed for quite some time, trying to make this happen. There's been a lot of action, and you've had a lot of momentum, and there's been a lot of hard work, and maybe there's even been results and things that have happened. There's been things that have happened along the way that you're like, okay, I'm on my way now. Finally, I'm getting there now, right? But you had this momentum, but then it's left you here past the momentum, and past not being able to maybe meet some specific goal. This can be a new venture taking off. But something about the star with the Three of Swords and the losing faith and becoming weary and weak, it means that this was off to a rolling good start. It was, but something has stood really firmly, I think, in its way to keeping rolling. Like something stopped it, and it could have been this Three of Swords. It could be that with the excess of just having um the communal support drain, that in of itself has pushed things so far that it's been really hard for you to recover from that, as far as that slowed your roll completely and really rolled you to a stop. And the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. And there's a truth here about the conflict that you're having with other people, that it's the Ace of Swords is calling you to take action toward the truth that you know. Okay, the truth that you know, and also towards your goal. The Ace of Swords is calling you back into an action, and to begin that action with telling a truth. If that truth is that you need to stand up for yourself with friends and family and say, this is the best I could do and I've done the best I could do, or whatever that truth is, there's some truth that needs to get through with this Ace of Swords in order for you to be able to roll again, for you to be able to start again with a new fervor, and a new strength, a new will to move forward. Let's pull with our nature cards, with our nature oracles. What things should you keep in mind and put at the forefront of your mind as you get ready to prepare yourself for this rolling forward? What should you do to prepare yourself to leaning into that truth and being ready to roll forward and to move forward? Opportunity. You need to prepare yourself that in the state of mind that you're in, that you can't find the opportunity if it's presented to you. I can always do my best. There is no failure, only opportunity. And isn't that where you are right here? That it's this failure to get to where you wanted to go, that you've decided that you didn't do your best, but maybe you did do your best, and that just was all that could be done at that time. Perhaps it means rolling again. And those people who are not behind you or for you, or those people who had a problem with the fact that they didn't think you did your best, well, maybe they're not your friends anyway. Maybe they're actually using you for when you're at your best, and not there for you no matter what, right? Not there for you when you're not at your best, when you're not able to do. So we also always have to keep our minds on the opportunities that we're given, because if our mind is in a bad space, then we can't see the opportunities as they come at us. They can come at us and they go right past our heads, because we don't see it as being anything, because all we can see is our pain, and in the hope that was thwarted, that didn't become what it was supposed to be. Let's also pull one, and also centered. I love these animal oracle cards. This centered is also something that you have to, in order to have your brain right, to see the opportunities that come, you've got to center yourself. If you are a Christian believer, then you probably want to center yourself in prayer. You want to center yourself in the Bible. If you are from another faith origin tradition, you might want to center yourself in your sacred works. You may want to center yourself in nature if you're a person who finds grounding in nature. So whatever the thing is that you do to calm and bring things down to one place where you can sit quietly with that place, that is the place in where you can get to a place mentally where you can see those opportunities pass. And we're going to have, or see the opportunity to grab it so it doesn't pass. We're going to get one Jesus word card, and let's see what is the thing that we should keep in mind as we try to roll forward out of this stasis point, and out of this place where we're feeling weak, as we're trying to gain our strength. What will the Christ consciousness give us to think about. One. Now, I didn't ask for that. Okay. Be not afraid, only believe. Be not afraid, only believe. So I think that that's really a pointed answer to this, that not only all things, whatever you ask, believe you shall receive, but don't be afraid, also believe. So you've got two cards here calling you towards belief in receiving that which you pray for. And so I would say that that's a very strong indication that with that belief is going to come a strength. With that belief that it can be so, is going to come a strength. I'm going to take this message for myself as well today, that with that belief will come the strength to do something miraculous that will be beyond what I thought I could accomplish, or beyond what you thought you could accomplish today. Thank you for being with me for this reading. We'll see you for the next one. Bye.